My toxic family exiled me a decade ago for breaking my twin brother's nose, the only thing I had left after he destroyed my life's work. Now, they're crawling back and begging to reconnect, but the real motive behind their forgiveness is absolutely disgusting. Growing up in Chicago, I was the black sheep in a house of corporate shark. My parent, twin brother Rowan, and older sister lived for finance, investment banking, hedge funds, massive bonuses. My dad was a senior partner at a wealth management firm. My mom ran a consulting agency. And me, I liked getting my hands dirty. I bought a rusted 1968 Chevelle when I was 14 for $800. Mentioning I wanted to open an auto restoration shop made my dad scoff. That's a hobby for dropouts, Nate, not a career. At 16, I begged them to come see the engine I'd rebuilt. They claimed they had to attend a networking gala for Rowan, a gala that wasn't even happening. I got used to an empty garage, used to my siblings rolling their eyes when I talked about cars, used to being a ghost while they analyzed portfolios. By 18, I kept my head under the hood. That's when I met Amber. She worked at the local hardware store. We started dating after she helped me sand the Chevelle's chassis. After 8 months, I brought her to dinner. Suddenly, my family cared. Rowan asked about her dad's logistics company. My parents interrogated her about her trust fund. Suddenly, my relationship was an asset. I was 20, finally finishing the Chevelle. I had a buyer lined up for $65,000, enough to lease my own commercial garage. Then, on a rainy Thursday night, I got a call at 3:15 a.m. from the police precinct. They found my car wrapped around a concrete pillar, totaled, smashed to unrecognizable scrap. I rushed to the precinct. The desk sergeant handed me the report. The driver wasn't me. It was Rowan. The passenger was Amber. I took a cab straight home. Rowan's BMW was in the driveway. I walked into the kitchen and found Rowan icing his forehead, my parents hovering over him. I stood there, holding the police report. Rowan looked up, saw the paper, and chuckled. "Relax, bro. I'll buy you a new toy." I snapped. I grabbed his collar, slammed him against the island, and broke his nose with one punch. He crumpled. My dad tackled me, screaming that I was an animal. I tried to yell about the car, about Amber, about 4 years of my life destroyed. My mom cut me off. Rowan was protecting her. "Amber called us an hour ago. You've been emotionally unstable," and she needed Rowan to help her escape. It was a fabricated lie, but my dad gave me an ultimatum: pack my bags and leave the state, or he would use his connections with the district attorney to ensure I caught an assault charge with maximum jail time. I packed a single duffel bag at 4 a.m. Nobody looked at me as I walked out. 10 years vanished. I moved to Denver, started an apprenticeship, bought my own shop, and married an amazing woman named Mara. We bought our first house. Life was peaceful. Then, 2 weeks ago, my dad left a voicemail. "Nate, we are hosting a family reunion gala next month. It's time to let bygones be bygones. We need you there." I sat staring at the phone. Why now? 2 days later, my sister emailed me flight. I called my old mentor Greg, who still lived in Chicago. "Have you seen the news?" Greg asked. "Rowan is running for state senate. His campaign launched a month ago." My stomach turned. What does that have to do with me? "A Tribune journalist started digging into Rowan's background," Greg explained. "They found a sealed police report from a decade ago, a totaled classic car, a suspected Dewey cover-up, and an assault at your parents' address. The journalist reached out to Amber. She folded and admitted Rowan was drunk driving, crashed your car, and your family paid her off to blame you." I was speechless. They hadn't reached out because they missed me. They reached out because Rowan's political career was imploding. His PR team desperately needed a public photo op of the estranged brother forgiving him to kill the scandal. They needed a prop to save his campaign. Greg chuckled bitterly. "The reporter called yesterday asking for your contact info. I told him I'd ask you first." My wife put her hand on my shoulder as I hung up. I didn't reply to my dad's voicemail. I didn't book the flight. Instead, I called the Tribune journalist. I gave him the full story, emailed the original photos of my destroyed Chevelle, and sent a screenshot of the threat my father texted me that night. Yesterday, the article dropped on the front page. Rowan suspended his campaign this morning. My phone hasn't stopped ringing with furious calls from Chicago, but I blocked every single one. They never wanted a son. They just wanted a human shield.